Hey guys, so welcome to a recap of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars, episode 8. You're a winner, baby. And this is the recap. This episode, whew, it was a lot. I was going through a lot of emotions. Oh my god, I can't wait for next episode. So we open up with the episode, and y'all, Lala Ree is over the moon, feeling her win. I'm super proud of her. Finally, it was overdue. Lala Ree has a win, and she is feeling rich. She is feeling elegant. She is feeling her whole fantasy, and I could have been nothing but more proud of her in that moment. She said, "No more bologna sandwiches, no more poverty," pretty much after her whole win. So she is feeling her win, and I'm over the moon for her. It was such a proud moment, especially seeing Lala throughout this whole season have such a positive attitude, and for her to come out with a win. Oh my God, long overdue. So Lala Reed said it was the right thing to do to keep Alexis, and y'all. I was not expecting the ending, but now going over this recap, it just feels so. Oh, Alexis, this is bad karma, girl. But let's hold off to that. So let's go through this recap as if we don't know the ending, but we know the ending. So it's gonna be hard for me to really hold back my emotions because this was a hard one. This one was so. Oh, Rue was so gagged. I was so gagged for Rue. So Lala Ree felt like it was the right thing to do to keep Alexis Michelle in the competition because she felt like Kahana Montrese had many opportunities to not be in the bottom and that it was right to send her home. I feel different now otherwise, but let's continue with this. So Alexa Michelle, she's feeling super grateful. She's like, wow, Lalaurie didn't have to do that. She knows how close she is to Kahana and that she didn't think that Lalaurie would even consider saving her. So she's very grateful for that moment and she feels like she owes Lalaurie a favor in return, okay? So she holds it together because I'm expecting Alexis Michelle to cry, but the emotion was in her voice, but she didn't cry. She didn't cry this whole episode, so she held it together. So that's a good one for Alexis. So this is the top five, y'all. We have Jimbo, we have Candy Muse, we have Lala Ree, Alexis Michelle, and Jessica Wild. So now we're in the running to see who's gonna be top four. But before we move on, we need to know what was the secret vote giving. And the secret vote was actually unanimous. It was all the girls voting against Kahana Montrese, and there was only one vote for Candy Muse. But Candy Muse, she's a shocker. She's dramatic. She's giving us extra theatrics, and she's like, no, 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 no. She says that actually Kahana voted for herself and that she was that one vote for Alexis Michelle. And I gagged because I believe it. She sold that whole act. And Alexis Michelle is shocked too, and the whole room is gagged. But Candy Muse, she said, "Oh no, it's a joke. She's just kidding. She's just kidding." But how ironic to even make that joke and put that joke out there in the universe. I'm like, Alexis Michelle, do you really think Candy Muse will have your back before she has hers? Best interests, at hand. So I thought that was so ironic. But Alexis Michelle, she's still very grateful for this moment. She's very grateful for the girls for keeping her, that they all wanted her to stay. And that kind of gave some respect to the craft that she does and to the work that she has put in throughout this competition. So aside from that, I was living for the Lala Ree experience. I was feeling like we were getting Lala Ree's best edits. She was getting the winner's edits, in my opinion, because she was landing so much jokes. But now looking back, I feel like the production is setting us up for, taking us up to a high, to a really low. Because I was so God, so God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Lala Ree. She was robbed. She was hoodwinked. It's this I don't know, this show was, is it Rick and Mortis? Okay. So everyone is laughing. It's a new day in the workroom. It's just such a positive energy. All the girls are getting along. It's not drama. So Rue comes into the workroom to let the girls know what's this week's Maxi challenge. What's it gonna give this week? So we learn that it's a design challenge, and I'm like, oh my god, another design challenge. I mean, Lalaurie just got over winning the previous design challenge. So I was not expecting more design challenges after this. But yeah, before we get to the top four, we're gonna have at least one more design challenge. So yay, we have a design challenge. So the girls, what they gotta do is they gotta create an original look, okay? With the scraps, with the droppings from our previous all-star winners, okay? So the queens are gonna have to, they're gonna be assigned an all-star, and they're gonna have to recreate a now legendary look. Now, since Lalaurie was the winner of last week's Maxi Challenge, she not only gets to pick the queen that she wants to use their material of, the all-star queen, she gets to assign every other queen an all-star queen to for them to create their looks. So the options go as follows. So they gotta create a I'm a winner look, okay? So Lalaurie, she picks Shea Coulee, which is amazing because Shea Coulee, she has vibrant colors, patterns. You're gonna get a fun, wow looking look. Okay. So next, now Lalaurie is gonna assign for the girls. So Lalaurie, she's gonna assign Alexis Michelle to Trinity Tuck. Now Trinity Tuck is gonna give body, so we have to see body on the main stage. Okay, Alexis Michelle, which is gonna be, a little bit different for her because I feel like Lala Reed, she gives very no, not Lala Reed. Alexa Michelle, she always focuses on giving like classic silhouettes. So it'd be nice to see a kind of change, a more sexier, look, a sexier silhouette. So I thought that was a good setup. And honestly, overall, I feel like Lala Ree helped out the girls in assigning their roles because she could have really, like, assign a queen that doesn't really match with the queen themselves. So I felt like, Lala Ree, she didn't try to sabotage anybody. So all the queens should be happy. Jessica Wilde, she got her season 2 sister, Kylie Sonic Love, and she is known for being naked. So our girl, Jessica Wilde's gonna have to get wild one more time for that one more time. So that's exciting. And then Candy Muse, Lalaurie assigned her Monet Exchange because she's a New York queen, so New York with New York. And Jimbo, she's getting Trixie Mattel, which I think is perfect and fantastic for her. So you get character for character. So I felt like Lalaurie really matched the girls to a queen that they could kind of like finesse a look with, which is not good for Laurie's strategy because I feel like you should have like thrown in a wrench and assigned, let's say, maybe Trixie Mattel to Candy Muse, or give like some, or ooh, Trixie Mattel or Alexis. That would have been interesting to see how what would she had come up with that. Okay, so this is gonna be a design challenge. Remember, guys. So I'm nervous because the materials are materialing. So I wonder if these girls now all of them know how to sew. Jessica Wilde, she can sew. Alexis Michelle, she can sew. Jimbo can create a whole bunch of costumes, and I know the other two girls. I already knew naturally is gonna come between those two because if the other two can sew, like really really know how to sew, and that's what they do, then these beginner sewers they're gonna be eaten alive in this challenge. It's not gonna be an easy one for me. Definitely, I'm on pins and needles with this one. So let's continue moving forward. So, with moving forward, the queens they have to create a signature look with the assigned costumes and materials that was assigned to them. And I feel like okay, let's get through some of these girls. Jessica, she's worried a little bit because all the materials that she has in her box is see-through. And I feel like no, I feel like Jessica Wilde can really put some stuff together. We have seen her done that before in the previous design challenge. So I'm not too worried for her. Now with Miss Lalaurie, she really showed improvement in the last design challenge. It wasn't a winning look, it was a safe look, but it was definitely an improvement from her iconic flop from a previous design challenge. So she actually, she is not feeling nervous at all. If anything, she is motivated. She's feeling like she just came off a win, so she wants to keep it going and she's hungry for that next win. So I like the confidence that she has, and that's why I felt like she was getting a winner's edit because what a transformation from being scared to do the design challenge for you feeling like you're ready to like take on a whole design challenge. Now, Jimbo. Jimbo was giving scattered brain. Baby was all over the place, didn't know what to do. But we know she delivers. We know she delivers. So I was not worried at all because she always puts out next level. We haven't had a real flop when it comes to design or outfit choice by Jimbo. So I am not worried for our girl Jimbo, okay? So Alexis Michelle, she wants to go big this time around. She doesn't want to play it safe because she always gives us safe. She always gives us pageant. So she says she wants to make it big. She wants to have a winning look because she's the only one who doesn't have a win under her belt. So she feels like it's now. It's really now for her, okay? And I agree, it's now for her too as well. Candy Muse, she's nervous. Mama knows she can't sew. You know, she got by the last time in the design challenge with a look. She was able to turn it around, but she's wondering if she could do that again. Can you duplicate success? I mean, you can. You just have to have the confidence to do it. So I'm rooting for these girls because, the competition is steep. Candy sees the competition. She sees the other girls who know how to sew, and it's not gonna be easy, okay? It's not gonna be easy at all. So the girls are working on their looks for the runway, and we get a surprise guest appearances by not only Chanel but also Raven. They've both been they're legendary pretty much. They are legendary. Raven, she's from season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race and from All Stars 1. And Chanel, she's from season 1, a true OG. Season 1 OG and All Star 1 OG. So they are here to actually go over the looks with the girls. Today typically we get RuPaul who goes over the looks with the queens to give some suggestions, to give comments. But Ru is taking her much needed break. Remember last episode, they called RuPaul out from her little break. So they're giving her some time off from this episode. So the queens are going to be going over the looks with these OG legends. So first we have Jessica Wilde. Now, Jessica Wilde's happy to see her sister from season 2 RuPaul's Drag Race. So it was pretty much a good meet and greet kind of situation. They do talk and share pretty much what is his plans for the runway. And Jessica Wilde, she has some looks that she has to use. Our girl Kylie, she likes to be naked, so he's showing the material, and the material looks gorgeous. I feel like the color combo that he was matching was very inspirational, and I can see it being a look for Jessica Wilde. So they suggest for Jessica Wilde to do like a samba kind of look, like a snake skin, and I think it's just perfect and on brand for Jessica Wilde. So she actually, it's interesting because Jessica Wilde, she's saying she wants to go safe this round, and I'm like, Jessica, you know how to sew, you know how to put together looks, but we're such in a vulnerable pretty much at the end, you're close to the end, so you don't want to make a big jump and risk it all, because here in this competition, we have girls who know how to sew. So Jessica Wilde, she says she wants to play it safe. Okay, she's not like these other girls like Alexis Michelle. Now, when Alexis Michelle talks to the queens, she's excited. She's over the moon because, first of all, she knows how to sew. This is for the girls who know how to sew. This is your challenge. So she is ready to show out and go big. So I'm very excited for her because she said she's going to push the envelope. And I would like to see what a version of pushing the envelope is for Alexis Michelle, because I feel like throughout this competition, she has been playing quite safe. Refined looks, very nice, but I feel like I want to see next level from Alexis Michelle. So next we get Miss Candy Muse. Candy Muse, she talks to the queens, and she's already telling them that she already has a backup in mind already. Our girl Candy, she knows how to hot glue. She doesn't really necessarily know how to sew. So she is thinking of doing a whole gown. And if the gown doesn't work out, we're gonna get a short dress. So she's already, I feel like she's letting that inner saboteur come in, but at least she has a plan or a direction of where she wants to go if things don't work out, which is a good position to be in if you feel like you're in danger. Now, Lola Ree, when she gets in the situation, she says that she's also wanting to do a gown with a puff sleeve, a lot of visions. And when they ask her if she knows how to sew, she's like, I'm a beginner sewer. but I'm gonna figure it out. But the thing is with Lala Ree, which is so sweet and endearing, is that she has such positive energy about this whole competition. Like she's gonna just take on the challenge. And I think this is something that the queens should take on their own. I feel like that's why the girls are jealous, really, because not one time Lala Ree ever felt like maybe that she couldn't do it, but that she at least will attempt to get it done. Like she's gonna produce something. She's gonna showcase something. She's not gonna quit. She's not a quitter, baby. She's a winner. Okay. So I'm excited. I'm ready to see it. Now, when it came to Jimbo, they were so excited to talk to Jimbo. You know, all the girls, they're afraid of Jimbo, and Jimbo's doing Jimbo Mattel. And they kind of give her advice and a heads up because when Jimbo goes and talks to Alexis Michelle, she said after her walkthrough with the queens, with the OGs, they let Jimbo know that pretty much the girls are afraid of her and they're pretty much if she gets in the bottom, Jimbo is going to be eliminated. So, of course, now Jimbo has her head, her eyes, and her ears, everything on focus because our baby was scattered brain. But now she is game on, game focused. So the girls are in the workroom, they're giggling, they're laughing. So different than what it normally is. You know, Jimbo is now like, you know, has her heads up in the game. When she shared up with Alexis, Alexis felt like, you know, she told Jimbo that, you know, if it came to Jimbo in the bottom, she would never vote Jimbo out of the competition. And you know, Jimbo, she reciprocates that sentiment too as well. So we kind of having a little alliance. But after this end of the episode, don't trust nothing from Alexis and Michelle. Trust no drag queen. I feel like this is a situation of, you know, Selena, the singer Selena, and her manager who took her out of jealousy. I feel like that manager is Alexis Michelle. I would trust no B. Trust no B. Don't trust no drag queen. So back to the design challenge. You know, typically the girls are in panic but they were laughing and giggling. But now I see the panic starting to settle in, and it's now time for the hot glue gun. So everyone's trying to put together a look, use the hot glue, sew down some stuff. But you know, Lala Ree, she has her confidence still built. She feels like she's gonna be sickening, and I'm rooting for her because you know, till the end, you gotta do this. Till the end, you gotta do this. She's not gonna go down without a fight, even though we know our baby is not a designer. She gives design, she serves the design, but she's not a designer, okay? In that sense. So the girls, they are sewing all night. I don't know what's gonna go down, but Lala Ree, she is putting together stuff. Jimbo, she is thinking of not doing makeup. And we already know Michelle Visage is gonna clock that, clock that, clock that, clock that. But that's the risk she gotta do in order to complete the look. She needs more time. Now, Lala Ree, she was working on this fabric with, you know, some bright patterns, but she decided last minute to switch it out to this orange material. Now, I felt like it was a good decision on her part because the look that she had initially, I was not feeling it. I'm like, oh baby, this is gonna be a definitely gonna be eliminated. That's what they're gonna send you home for. But for the fact that she started to make a whole new dress out of scratch and it came out looking good to me, girl, that is talent. And I feel like that's her being a professional. She's a professional, baby. Okay, so it's elimination day, and the queens, they are tired. Tired, honey. I feel the tiredness of them. They feel super, super tired. And you know, Lala Ree, she's making me laugh. She's making the girls laugh. You know, she is looking at her outfit that she came up with last minute, which looks good, but it don't got no zipper. So I'm thinking how she's gonna squeeze into that outfit. I would love to see it. I feel like, you know, I feel like Lala Ree, she gave a lot of comedy this whole season. And I felt like, okay, this is all a setup for her to be a winner, right? But y'all, we gonna get crushed. We're gonna get hurt. So the girls are getting ready. You know, Candy, she's rebuilding her dress. She cut the slit too high, so she has to make do what she gotta do. It came out simple, but I feel like she could glam it up with makeup, you know, personality, and put together everything. So Jimbo, he's also still working on his look and he feels like he got a lot to do. But remember, he's not doing makeup because he's doing like a face kini. So she got time, okay, but it needs to be next level sickening, okay. So it's time for the main stage, y'all. And Mama Ru, she's giving us Punk Barbie, okay. I like lately she's been turning out even extra. She's been doing some extra work on us over time. So today, for guest judges, first our everyday judge, Miss Michelle Basage, she's gonna be there. But our guest judge today are Ross Matthews and Brandon Boyd from Incubus. Okay, who would have thought he watched this show? I would have never thought, but I felt like that is so cool. I was so impressed. And when he did the talk in Untucked, he let us know that his girlfriend got him into RuPaul's Drag Race during COVID times. So I feel like that was a lot of people, and I think that's amazing that RuPaul was able to save a lot of people during those times. But that's amazing. Who would have thought? I'm now looking forward. Who else? We don't know what RuPaul's Drag Race. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So, category is I'm a winner, baby. So let's get into these looks. First up, we get Miss Ma'am, Miss Candy Muse. I thought yes, Miss Sponge, because I felt like when she pulled out the sponge because she has Monet Exchange, I thought she was not going to use the sponge, but I'm happy she used it like a little purse. I thought that was really cute, and I felt like you had to do it to give a nod to our girl Monet Exchange. I thought it was simple, but I like the concept. The concept was there. She was giving oil spill with a cleanup sponge, so I gave it a 9.1. Okay. Next we have Miss Jimbo, and I thought, wow, this is a 10. This is fully conceptualized. This is next level once again, and she made this from scratch. All the other girls should have left the competition. It's over. There is no competition. I gave this a 10, and she delivered, y'all. Next, we have Miss Lala Ree, and to me, she gave elegant. Okay, she was giving elegant. I thought, wow, I'm so happy she changed it up last minute, and she served this like three outfit changes, and you got this. I thought the orange looked beautiful on her skin. The wig is from Alexis Michelle. It didn't sit on her properly, but the wig was not custom for her head shape. So I felt like this was still a good look. I just want next time, Lalari, when you come to this competition, don't steal nobody's wigs. Don't borrow anybody's wigs. I want to see all you. Even if it's just you being bald headed, I think I would love and ate it up. So I gave her a 9.5. I really enjoyed Lalari's look. It had some issues, but our girl, given that we know that she can't sew, I feel like she really turned this out for me. Okay. So next we have Alexis Michelle, and she looks so good. She looks really refined. I feel like that hair is so her, so fitting on her. Her makeup was super snatched. I thought the dress looks spectacular. It's so her, it's so chic, very form fitting, giving body. So I gave it a 9.7. Next we have Miss Jessica Wilde. And I thought she looked hot. She was giving samba. She was giving sexy dancer. I would have worn this for myself personally for a night out on the town, for a nice evening dinner. It looked really good. So to me, I like the snake skin concept because, our girl Kylie, she gives naked. So she was serving skin, but skin with, some coverage. So I gave it a 9.8. I thought Jessica Wilde was sickening, and I thought she was gunning for a win. So judges critiques. Judges critiques, y'all. So Candy Muse, it was a B because she got beautiful but simple. So, Candy, she makes it up with great humor. The judges were laughing at her, laughing with her. So she was just a ball of personality serving a look. So I felt like that's what helped made it up. Next for Jimbo, they just gave, her props. Her look was imaginative, crazy, beautifully constructive, amazing. They never seen anything like this before. I don't know if you will see anything like this before in the future. I think Jimbo is gonna be forever an OG, forever a legend. Like she's the one to beat. I don't know if these girls can do it because Jimbo consistently, she just hasn't given us a really great lip sync, okay? But I feel like she could showcase that. Maybe she's saving that for us in the end. So next we have Lala Ree. They compliment how beautiful the color is on her skin, but the fit wasn't fitting. We saw that. But you know, Lala Ree, she's also funny, and you know, she makes Rue do that laugh that we all love. So I feel like that's what saved it for me. Okay. Next, Miss Alexis Michelle. They love the detail, they love the glow up, and they said that she looked like a star. So, girl, I was thinking when she was talking, she said, "Don't cry, please don't cry, please don't cry." We went through a whole episode, don't cry now, and she doesn't. So she holds it together this episode, and we were good. Okay, we were all good. Now, when it came to Jessica Wilde, they said they love the design, the detail, the work, and how she looks expensive, which is all true and facts. So this is a tough call. This is a hard one for me to watch because everyone is, you know, we've all fell in love with all these queens. But ultimately, Alexis Michelle is the winner of this week's Maxi Challenge. And she is so happy. This is her first win. I was so grateful for her win. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, let's see how this is gonna play out. So next, Jimbo and Jessica Wilde are both called safe, which of course they both turned out sickening looks. Immediately, I know for the design challenge, Alexis Michelle, Jessica Wilde, and Jimbo wouldn't have any issues. Now, I was worried for our two babies, Candy Muse and Lala Ree. So I wanted to see how is this gonna play out. Oh my God, so difficult and it's hard either way. So Candy Muse and Lala Ree are this week's bottoms. So everyone is wondering whether or not Alexis Michelle will keep her word and return the favor and save Lala Ree. But you know, Candy in her confessional, she was super confident, feeling that she's not gonna leave, that she is staying. So maybe she knows something that we don't know. And I'm thinking, okay, oh my God, I can't deal with that. Like that's too much. I'm expecting Alexis Michelle to save Lala Ree. Either way, ultimately, it's still a loss. Um, it's so hard. You know, I'm thinking how the other queens are gonna vote because just because Alexis Michelle has is the winner of this week's Massey Challenge, we also know that if she doesn't win the lip sync, that it's gonna come down to the secret vote. So how do you guys think that the other queens are gonna vote? I mean, who do they view as competition? Lala Ree has been steadily like coming up. She has the personality, you know, she delivers in looks, she has a win. So maybe the girls feel Lala Ree's competition, but I also remember Jimbo had an alliance with Candy Muse. Jessica Wilde, who knows how she feels? I don't know how she would vote on. Um, oof, this is hard, really, really hard. You know, Candy Muse is not gonna vote for herself. Lala Ree's gonna vote for Candy Muse, and Candy Muse is gonna vote for Lala Ree. So what's it gonna come down? Cause I already know Jimbo. She has an alliance with Candy. Even though they had an issue, maybe she can change her mind, maybe or not. But when I watch Untuck, you start to see how things start to swing the other way. Alexis Michelle, she pulls and talks to Candy Muse to the side. And she lets Candy Muse know, or reminds her that, you know, early in the competition, she left Candy Muse a note whether or not these two New York queens should go to for if they should form an alliance. And Candy Muse said she forgot or she never paid attention to it, but she never got back to Alexis Michelle. So Alexis Michelle is wondering, so where do you stand now? So of course, Candy Muse can see this now as an opportunity, but she also sees this as a concern too as well, because maybe Alexis Michelle is gonna take her revenge now that she has this power in her hands to send her home because Candy Muse never wanted to be in an alliance with her, or now using this as a way to guarantee Alexis Michelle to go further and go to top three if she has alliance with Candy Muse. Okay. Woo! When Alexis Michelle has a talk with Lala Ree, I was not feeling confident because even like that conversation, it didn't seem like Alexis Michelle was wanting to return the favor. I feel like, you know, she's using this and thinking about next week and not about, you know, really saving any queens, which is a tough position to be in. And I saw she put out an apology and how, you know, she felt like she disappointed everybody. But I don't buy it, I don't believe it, I don't take it, I don't accept it. I felt like this was not a way to go about this, but I do look forward to next week's episode, that is for sure. So We got a lip sync, Alexis Michelle with Miss Nikki Doll. She is the host of RuPaul's Drag Race in France because she speaks French. And who else was gonna do it? Okay. So I was watching this lip sync. The song was These Boots Were Made from Walking by Nancy Sinatra. I felt like, this wasn't the best lip sync I've ever seen. I wasn't enthralled. I felt like Alexis Michelle won that lip sync for sure, but I wasn't like highly entertained. It was kind of a little bit boring. So yes, I was waiting for RuPaul to announce that Alexis Michelle won that lip sync, and now we get to the bottom of it all. So she gives a speech and she says that she is sending home, and I'm looking at the lipstick, y'all. I'm looking at the lipstick, and it says Lala Ree. I was gagged. Rue was gagged. Everybody in that room was so shocked. Like, this was a hard one to like, especially the week before Lala Ree just saved you. I felt like Lala Ree should have saved Kahana. Honestly, that last elimination, I already felt in my heart that Lala Ree was making a mistake, that she needs to form some sort of alliance. And she does have a friendship with Kahana. If even if the girls look at you sideways, the girls, had their issues with Alexis. So you could have made a case on why Alexis was okay, was right for her to go home. Because the energy, she's always crying. Even Ruth says she's always crying. So I felt like that was a missed opportunity by Lala Ree, but I felt like Lala Ree, she was playing it nice and playing as the sweetheart that she is. So all the girls are shocked. Even Lala Ree had to take a double look to make sure that that's who Alexis voted for. Now I feel so hoodwinked, but in watching Untuck, all the queens voted for Lala Ree. So I want to see next episode. What was the logic behind that? What was the reason? What was the reason? But the thing is with Lala Ree, she left with such optimism. She left with such grace. She thanked the judges for the opportunity. She was a professional, okay, at the end of the day. She was a professional. And she said she's so happy with what she had put out on the table. And I was nothing but proud of our girl Lala Ree. And I know she's the one to be in the fame game, okay? She's the one to take it. And I just hope that Lala Ree takes it. And anyone who wins RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars is anybody but Alexis Michelle. Okay, I share the same sentiments with Lala Ree. So I can't wait for next week's episode to see what's gonna be the commotion or the topic about. But anybody but Alexis Michelle. Alexis Michelle, I don't know what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna be here to really listen to what you're gonna have to say about this. This was absolutely heartbreaking, and I haven't seen so much support for Lala Ree in the comments, in the articles, to the point where Alexis Michelle have to make a statement. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I can't wait for this reunion. Well, I want to know what these girls got to say, but we got to wait a whole week. So until then, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, share as much kindness as possible. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.